We're the pretty guardians who fight for love and peace and apparently Dragon Balls. Hey guys, welcome again to What If Sailor Moon Was in Dragon Ball Z, Part 6. And I think this one's going to be a little bit of a wild ride, something a bit more a doozy than what we've been getting with the other parts as of late. So, picking up right where we left off, with the Dragon Team deciding their plan of action on how to deal with Vegeta, while four of them, and 5 including Dende, go off to meet Guru the Eldest Namek and hopefully receive his Dragon Ball. The others that stay behind would be on distract Vegeta duty. And so, while Krillin, Gohan, Sailor Uranus, and Neptune, remember, they can fly. Piccolo taught them, just as Tien taught the other Sailor Guardians how to fly. Would go off to see Guru, and basically you've got Piccolo, Sailor Moon, Mercury, Venus, and Saturn to distract Vegeta. And needless to say, the moment that Mercury, Moon, and Saturn and Venus commence their transformation, Venus star power, Mercury star power, Moon's cosmic power, makeup, and whatever Saturn says when she transforms, which I think it's Saturn planet power makeup. And Piccolo watching as the transformations take place, and Vegeta, sensing this energy right off the bat, immediately makes a beeline for them. After all, these girls bested him on planet Earth. He wasn't going to let that slide. He's way too prideful for that. But it has given the other ones who are heading to Guru the chance to speed up and get to Guru's place even faster, because Vegeta's just too concerned with these other ones who are purposely just flashing their power around. And well, needless to say, we've got ourselves a pretty interesting fight here, with Vegeta showing the Sailor Guardians and Piccolo that he is just that much more powerful than what he was when they fought on Earth. You know, Saiyans, Zenkai boost. They did nearly beat Vegeta to within an inch of his life, even worse than in the original timeline. So, at this point, he could probably take on second stage Zarbon in a fight without needing that extra beating, you know what I mean? So Vegeta is having fun, just sort of thrashing around, showing off his power, and really toying with the Sailor Guardians, but the Sailor Guardians are not really, and Piccolo are not really fighting to defeat Vegeta here. They just need to buy time. They just need to distract. Once the time is right, they will pull off some sort of team move and escape when they need to. And well, you do got powerhouses like Super Sailor Moon and Sailor Saturn teaming with each other and throwing some of those combo moves that they used on Pharaoh 90 that we didn't get to see in the 90s classic, because all we saw was flashes of that power and then Pharaoh 90 disappearing. But I imagined it was quite the team effort. Lots of fighting and blasting and stuff. And as we know, since Sailor Guardians are very formidable at teamwork, Venus and Mercury use their opportunities to use their powers. Mercury bubble spray! Vegeta losing his senses again, and well, it's not having as good as an effect on Vegeta that it had previously, because Vegeta has since learned how to sense ki. All that battling on Earth, he inherited how to hide his true power, as well as the ability to sense enemy. And that's proving to be really hard at the moment. Really hard for the Saiyans to really to pin him down. That's what I'm looking for. Because Vegeta's able to still sense where they are and sense their attacks, and he's dodging them. Come on, is that all you've got? You showed me more effort back on Earth. I guess while I got stronger, you guys just got weaker. But I've had enough of these games. Vegeta decides he's gonna power up and just finish them all off in one blast. He's had enough. Enough is fun. You die now. Bye-bye. You know how that sort of works. And as Vegeta powers up and fires his blast, Sailor Saturn digs deep. That same little song we always hear when she powers up. Na, 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 na. And Sailor Saturn is holding Vegeta's blast at bay. Mind you, the blast will still go off. However, thanks to Sailor Saturn's quick actions and summoning up more of her power, she was able to save herself and her friends from imminent destruction, and basically they clear the battlefield before the smoke clears, hiding their power level, and Vegeta thinks he has won. He thinks he has vaporized a lot of them. That was too easy. I've become more powerful than I could possibly imagine. I can't wait to see the look on Zarbon's face. And well, that may be happening sooner rather than later, because they are getting closer to arriving. Frieza and his men, who does happen to have Zarbon Dodoria with him, along with the entire Ginyu force. Like I said, Frieza was in the middle of conquering a planet when he got the news that Vegeta had run off, despite his orders on Namek being a naughty little monkey. Oh, enjoy your free time while you can, Vegeta, but I'm quickly approaching. And you know how I deal with insubordination. You don't need to get your hands dirty with this, my lord. I am more than capable of handling Prince Vegeta for you. Oh, very well, Zarbon. You may punish the brunt in my place. Do not fail me now. They said, as they are closer and closer approaching to Namek. Meanwhile, Bulma has indeed told everyone on Earth that Vegeta is on Planet Namek and that they need to send Goku and Tien off right away. Which has indeed happened, and they've begun their training session in space, taking advantage of the grav chamber, and Goku's adapting to it pretty quickly, while Tien not, Tien being human, while Goku has experienced 10 times gravity before. Which reminds me, meanwhile, on King Kai's planet, Mars, Jupiter, Yamcha and Chaozu have indeed arrived on King Kai's planet and have indeed begun training under King Kai. As we know, Chaozu and Yamcha had no problem making King Kai laugh. However, Mars and Jupiter were having a bit more of a harder time with King Kai. However, Ray, also known as Sailor Mars, decided she knew the perfect way to make King Kai laugh. So, you've been watching us the whole time since we arrived in this universe.
Yeah? What's your point?
Well, you should know Usagi, right? Tell me, what do you call Usagi? You call her Bunhead. And that's enough to actually make King Kai laugh. And basically, just by making fun of Usagi, the Jupiter and Mars actually passed. A mean thing to do, but hey, it's to get training, get stronger, so they can be a better help to their friends when they get back. Sorry, Usagi, you're just gonna have to take the bullet there. Meanwhile, achoo! Sailor Moon sneezes, knowing she's been someone's been talking about her somewhere. You know, what they do in anime, the Japanese belief if you randomly sneeze, someone's talking about you somewhere. Or thinking about you somewhere. However the belief goes. Anyways, so do take this moment to picture Sailor Mars and Jupiter chasing after Bubbles and running around with a heavy mallet on 10 times Earth's gravity trying to smash the bug Gregory. It is hilarious, so do picture that. How many times is King Kai's car going to get busted up before they're done?
How many Sailor Guardians does it take to smash up my car?
But in the end, their training does begin to pick up, and they do begin to reap the benefits of 10 times gravity training on King Kai's world. And also upgrading their abilities while they're at it. And, well, meanwhile, back at Guru's place, Guru has indeed decided to give them the Dragon Ball, but also another special gift, unlocking everyone's latent potential. And as we know, Uranus and Neptune were quite the badasses back in the day, so you could imagine that this is now even more so, with their potentials being unlocked, along with Gohan and Krillin. Did I say Piccolo was... I did, didn't I? I said Piccolo was with them before. That's wrong. Forget I said that earlier. Piccolo was helping them fighting Vegeta. I guess I said Piccolo when I meant Dende. My bad, guys. Anyway, fixed up, erased. It's Dende, Uranus, Neptune, Gohan, Krillin. You Sailor Guardians have a mysterious power. What, the type of power that keeps growing and growing? Well, no harm in speeding it up. And meanwhile, everyone is happy. They're all flying back really fast. And, well, it's basically now to the point where Vegeta has now sensed them coming, and he spots them with a Dragon Ball, and he attempts to challenge our 4 new powered-up heroes. Now, meanwhile, after the Sailor Guardians have licked their wounds, they've managed to grab the Dragon Radar from Bulma, and have since gathered pretty much the remaining Dragon Balls that they are now missing. With the one on the... They've got 3, including the one that they just got from Guru, so they were able to go to the other villages and secure the other 3. All they got to do now is find the one that Vegeta is hidden. And that's not going to be too much of an issue because, well, Sailor Mercury is pretty much on her way to retrieve that. And so as for Vegeta battling with Gohan, Krillin, and Sailor Uranus and Neptune, well, earlier, yeah, maybe a good idea. Not anymore. Vegeta is thinking that they're still the bunch of weaklings they were on Earth, completely underestimating them. And essentially, as it turns out, it's too much for Prince Vegeta to handle. Mind you, it's still a pretty decent fight, mind you. But however, this is pretty much the beating that Vegeta might have taken at the hands of Zarbon in the original timeline, but he's getting it from Sailor Uranus and Neptune instead, with Gohan and Krillin aren't even really doing that much. This is the guy that killed 2 of our guardians. This guy's mine. Are you forgetting he killed 2 of our friends as well? Just let us have it, and when there's an opening, strike. Yep, Uranus giving orders. And yeah, Vegeta just not sure what to do, and well, deep submerge! Planet Shockwave! And then, well, Krillin and Gohan then firing a combined key shot that hits Vegeta, and he's pretty much collapsed on the ground. He's not really out of it, but he's not really able to get up. But this is where their celebrations are basically laid short, because they sense these really high power levels coming from above. As in the orbit of space, and this big ship arrives, and all I can hear is Vegeta spouting off in fear. No! Not him! Anyone but him! What? Vegeta, you know these people? It's Lord Frieza! And he's brought his entire squadron with him. Damn it! I was this close! We have failed. Listen. We have to gather the Dragon Balls, give me immortality, and deal with Frieza. Of course, good guys are having none of this. Listen, you don't know how powerful they are. Frieza's like 1,000 of me. And meanwhile, you have his men, who are just as powerful. Listen. And well, with the power levels that they are now beginning to sense as well, they know Vegeta is not lying about this, at least. But they are not going to give Vegeta immortality. No way. They're going to use these wishes to get the rest of their friends back and try and get out of Dodge as quickly as they can. And so, pretty much with that, they pretty much go to flee off. Gohan looking back at Vegeta. Well, we can't just leave him here. What? Are you serious, Gohan? This guy has done nothing but try to kill us. Not to mention, he killed our friends. We should just leave him there. We might need him to fight these guys off. He seems to know them. He might know a lot about them. You seriously thinking we can trust this guy? Yeah, Gohan, I'm gonna have to agree with Krillin on this one. We can't trust him. Of course we can't trust him. But it would be wrong just to leave him there. My dad wouldn't leave him there. And I bet you Usagi wouldn't leave him there either. That hits Uranus and Michiru right where they live, as they sort of rethink to their adventures with Usagi up until this point, that no one has to be sacrificed. And so, reluctantly, they agree and they help Vegeta up and take him back to the hideout, which, by the time they have that, they have the remaining Dragon Balls. Now, while they handled that, the team that distracted Vegeta before will go after Guru's place and have their potentials unlocked. Which is exactly what they're going to do. Well, meanwhile in orbit, well, would you look at that? It would seem that Vegeta has formed himself a little gang there, judging by these readings. Not bad either.
Could it perhaps be the Namekians?
Vegeta get along with Namekians? I highly doubt that, Zarbon. Why don't you leave the thinking to me? No, there has to be another party in this game. Alright, Zarbon, Dodoria, take a handful of scouts and find out exactly what's going on down there. And well, as they decide to enter themselves into some Saiyan pods, or basically what? Yeah, same technology, yeah, Saiyan space pods, Dodoria, Zarbon, along with a handful of squadron, are making their way to the planet. Frieza will not show up on the planet unless he has to. So with the Ginyu Force, they've been told to stand down for now. Let's see how things play out. By the time they have landed, the rest of the team had managed to get to Guru's in time and have since managed to have their latent potentials unlocked, which could make the difference in the battle to come. And so, with the Namekian wishes, they use the first two wishes to bring back Sailor Jupiter and, of course, Sailor Mars. Now, as for the third wish, they more or less decide that they should be transported to Planet Namek. It's the best move. The entire Sailor Moon team is Sailor Guardians are reunited, and they can battle together the impending threat. And Yamcha is actually okay with this because they actually got a lot of information about the Namekian Dragon Balls from Guru and the others earlier. The 3 wishes, and that they actually awake every, I think it's 6 months or so. So they will be able to use them again to wish back Yamcha and Chaozu, no problem. So it's all decided. And so the third wish, and Mars and Jupiter arrive on time. Meanwhile, Dende is reluctantly forced to heal up Vegeta, as it's pretty much not that long when Zarbon, Dodoria and their scouts are pretty much upon them, and an all-out battle is about to ensue, and I think that's actually where we'll leave things for right now. So what do you guys think? Are you enjoying this part of the story? How are things going to go now that the Sailor Guardians got an unlikely ally in Vegeta helping them out? You've got the rest of the Dragon Team there. Goku and Tien are still on their way. And yeah, all this and more next time as I continue this crazy crossover. Alright, catch you later.